Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ask Becky. I am your host, Becky. Let's get started. I'm going to get started with the questions first, and then I'm going to do the this or that, and I have one would you rather. I'm also just going to check real quick to make sure there weren't any other questions before I get started. Just one from the team, NGL, and apparently that's the thing that everybody wants to know is, do you have any crushes, celebrity or otherwise? Do y'all even know me? Duh. I always have a crush. Skeeter knew that. Listen, Skeeter and I were legit soulmates. We knew we weren't ever going anywhere. There's a dude at the gym that I have a crush on. The bassist from Terror, I've got a huge crush on him. If you're watching this, what's up? As far as celebrities go, definitely Riley Green is my number one celebrity crush. I still like Coetzel, but since he had a baby with that girl that he's with, I'm like, you know what? I'll let them be happy. I'm putting my vibes toward Riley Green. Christian Bale and Ryan Gosling, I think they're pretty hot. And Casey Musgraves, she is my girl crush. I love her. Question number 2. What's been on your playlist lately? First of all, my musical taste is pretty much a junk drawer. There's a whole lot of everything in there. So I actually had to write all these bands down and artists because I knew I would forget. I was sitting here thinking about it and I just was writing the ones that I pretty much listen to on a daily or semi-daily basis. A lot of hardcore because it helps with my rage that I've got going on since Skeeter's accident. And it also just gets me pumped the fuck up for my workouts at the gym. So I've been listening to a lot of hardcore, Terror, Strife, H2O, Madball, Hoods, Cold Steel, Pest Control, Spirit Worlds, East Texas Rock and Roll, Trio Revival, Coetzel, Cole Barnhill, Gannon Fremming, Sterling Elza, who else? Whiskey Myers, Dylan Wheeler. Yeah, all those dudes. Old Blink-182. Been listening to a lot of that. A newer band called Spork. They remind me of Slick Shoes, so I've been digging them. Another newer band called The Paradox. I've been really digging them too. They remind me of old school pop punk from when I was in high school. I've been listening to a lot of Wu-Tang. Tupac, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Dr. Dre, Snoop, We Were Sharks, NFG, Strung Out, Hazel English. She's awesome. Taylor Swift. The ones I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that I listen to all the fucking time are Morgan Wallen. Why am I suddenly listening to him? He's got some bangers. I've been listening to the shit out of him. And Justin Bieber too. Another one. He does have some bangers. And Lacade. That's usually not my type of music. It's country, poppy, whatever, but I am digging the fuck out of it lately. And of course, country, newer country, Riley Green, Zach Top, been really digging him, Ella Langley, Sierra Farrell, Lainey Wilson, Miranda Lambert, and of course, King George Strait. Haven't been listening to Randy because super tender memories with Randy right now and Skeeter. So I've kind of been avoiding Randy for a little bit, and someday I'll get to listen to him again. But yeah, Kojo too, of course, but all of the 90s country, give it to me, please. Number 3, who is in my dream rotation? There was no specifications on the limit of people that I could pick. I'm not sure if it's like that 70 show, 4 or 5 people, but I'm just gonna pick more than that. And then I also didn't know if the people had to be dead or alive, or if they could be dead. Like, this is my dream rotation, so I'm just picking the people that I for sure would want in my rotation. Casey Musgraves, for sure. Bob Ross, for sure. And he would have to have his squirrel with him. Like, that would be a requirement. The squirrel would have to be there. Tupac for sure, and Snoop, obviously. Definitely Cheech and Chong. They're a classic. They have to be there. And Willie Nelson. And then Paul Holes. I don't know if he smokes weed, but he's like the FBI investigator dude that ended up getting the Golden State Killer, and he's just been on a lot of crazy cases, and I think he would be a cool person to smoke weed with, so I could pick his brain and just ask him about all the shit that he's seen and investigated. So, number 4, if you were a pizza, what kind of pizza toppings would you have and why? This question is so good. I feel like you can really get to know a person by their answer. So this is a great question. I personally would be a doughy pizza, like a little thicker crust for obvious reasons. I would have a nice crispy crust because I kind of have a hard outer shell. Mm. I would definitely be a white sauce because I don't like tomatoes. And I'm super white, so haha, and cheesy, so it would have a lot of cheese. I would be something sweet and savory, a unique flavor combination, the type of pizza that you would look at it and say, I'm not really sure those things should go together, but it seems cool. It seems nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and try it. And then when you try it, it's like the most amazing flavor combination. And you're like, this is so weird, but it works and I love it. And it's fresh. It just tastes wonderful. And yeah, you end up loving it and you didn't think that you would. It's a very unique pizza. That's awesome. And I feel like the sweet and savory has to be in it because that's my favorite combination of flavors, sweet and salty, sweet and savory. So probably a bacon jam, maybe bacon jam and feta, or some like interesting combination with mango and tahini. I don't know how that would work on a pizza, but you get the point. Number 5, what is my favorite cryptid? I'm so glad you asked. You would think it would be Bigfoot because I'm kind of obsessed with wanting to see Bigfoot. Um, I don't currently believe that Bigfoot exists, but I want to believe. I wish a motherfucker would. Please walk out of the woods behind my house so I can see you. Like, I am desperately wanting to believe in you, Bigfoot. All you need to do is show up, okay? But you're not my favorite cryptid. Mothman is a very close second, but he is not my favorite cryptid either. My current favorite cryptid is the Fresno Nightcrawler. And if you don't know what the Fresno Nightcrawler is, you need to Google it after you're done watching this video. Basically, The Fresno Nightcrawler is a haunted pair of pajama pants. It's just a pair of pants that walks around outside on their own. And they're kind of cute. So I really like the Fresno Nightcrawler. Last question, number 6. Have you ever gotten your grinder lid stuck because your weed was so sticky that it got stuck and you couldn't get it off? This person had to pry their lid off with a flathead screwdriver. I've never gotten it stuck to that extent. I've definitely got it stuck to where it just won't turn. And I've also gotten the cheap plastic grinders that you buy at the vape shop for like $3. I get those stuck because the resin builds up on the outside and then you can't turn it. But I've never gotten it stuck to the point where I haven't been able to get the lid off. That's wild. But I'm glad you got the lid off. Okay, so I've got some this or that, and this episode, they are related to my plant medicine. Sativa or indica? This is so hard. Before Chris's accident, I would have hands down said indica without hesitation. Now, sativa has been helping me a lot. And I also love a good hybrid. So honestly, it really just depends on the situation for me. But if I had to pick one, I think it would be indica. Flower versus vape. This is another hard one because vape is so convenient and it's very indiscreet. And I think I'm also going to do F, Marry, Kill, flower, vape, and edible while I'm thinking about this. I would pick flower over vape only because with vapes, my tolerance builds up too quickly, and then I feel like I don't get the lifted feeling. And as a person with depression and anxiety, I do enjoy that feeling, and flower gives me that feeling. When I'm vaping all the time, it takes more to get me to that feeling. With flower, it takes less. Fuck, marry, kill. Flower, vape, and edible. I am going to marry flower for the reasons I just stated. I'm going to fuck edibles for sure. Because they're so good. They're so good, but you just can't have it like that all the time. And then that means I gotta kill the vape. So, sorry, vape. Bong versus joint. I love a good bong rip, but I'm gonna go with the joint because they're more convenient. And then my last thing is a would you rather, and it is would you rather get a tattoo on your arm or your leg? I would rather get a tattoo on my arm because when you get your legs tattooed, your legs twitch uncontrollably. It's just embarrassing and annoying, and it sucks to have your leg randomly twitching while you're getting tattooed. Pain wise, I feel like I can handle the pain of a leg tattoo much better than I can an arm tattoo. I don't know why, because leg tattoos fucking hurt too. Alright, guys, well, thanks for tuning in. If you've made it this far, thank you. If you would like to ask me anything at all, please ask Becky at askbecky521@gmail.com, or you can comment below or comment on that anonymous NGL link that is posted on the YouTube channel. And until next time.